are here. The thinking class. We are activated and we are here. Are you ready? Get your crayons, get your pencils, and get your papers. The thinking class is in session. We just left Alpha Kingdom spot, and the thinking class is in here. Like that intro. Come with respect, or you will be blocked. We don't tolerate any kind of you know what in this place. Shout out to the thinking class. We here in the place. Cold as ice. What's going on? Everyone in the chat room. Jono, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, we here. Let me like that new layout.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The thinking class is here. Let me put the screens on. Turn my cam on. We are here. So let me do a little house cleaning before I even start. Because I just left Alpha Kingdom spot. Shout out to Fierce Soul, Dre, Sharice, Jonathan W, Evil Rebirth, Sigma, Tish. What's going on? Joe Blast. What's going on? CJ. What's going on? Everyone in the chat room. Little house cleaning. Don't come over here with that mess. All my moderators have permission to kick that person out. We don't come over here with that mess. We're here to learn, to exchange information. Anything else is nothing but bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm letting you know, whatever happened on Alpha Kingdom show, it happened. Don't bring that mess over here. So if you want to come and troll my spot, moderators, you already got permission. You know what to do. Lift them up by the collar and kick them out. Block them. Because we're serious about what we're doing over here. Not saying that Alfie ain't, because Alfie was serious about it too. But don't come over here with that stuff. Trolling is for people who don't have nothing to do with else to do with their life. Thank you, Sigma. What do you say?
Let me drop the hammer.
Don't let because it was some silliness over there. So I'm just saying right now, you come over here, you can watch in the clouds, but I'm here to tell you, you will be exited out. First comment. I don't do 12 comments, 10 comments. No. First comment, you out. Because what it shows is your immaturity. You have nothing else to do. And let me move on. Let's talk about the thinking class, the game of investing in yourself. I had to lay that hammer down, man. It was some mess.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Trolls. So, man, this got to do it, man.
You got to handle it.
Got to do it.
Like you said, they got nothing better to do.
I got to turn you up. What you say?
I said, like you said, they don't have nothing better to do.
Yeah, especially on a Good Friday. Go Good Friday yourself somewhere else. One and done. That's it. So we talking about the game of investing in yourself. As you see, I begin to upgrade things on the visual side with the intro, because I seen something. I had to adjust the intro. Second of all, I adjusted the thumbnail, because if we're gonna do this, we got to do it with excellent, very excellent. And anything else is subpar. So I had to say, I was up at around 8 this morning in bed trying to figure out how to put sound to a video and how to match this up, and I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an investment I made out of my sleep to make sure that we have a quality stream, a quality everything that we do. And I like it too. It's pretty cool, man.
Mm-hmm. It came out good.
It's pretty cool right there. Got a little timer. Because I seen everybody else got the same timer. On everybody else's video. I said, you know what? This morning I said, I can't take it no more. I can't have the same timer as everyone else. I got to separate myself from everyone else. Let me create my own timer and emphasize the brand, the Thinking Class.
Yeah. Good job. I like it.
Thank you. That's what's up. How y'all like the new timer in the beginning? Let me know in the chat room. Let's talk about that money. I feel it.
So, I mean,
Huh?
the connection to it is there. I mean, everybody is, resonating on a certain level. It's like, actually, there's a lot of money coming to people right now. It's like we have your stimulus probably kicking in. I heard people that get SSI or people that are getting benefits from the government. Their stimulus kicks in this weekend. You got people getting their refunds. You also got people who were employed but may not be right now. Their unemployment is probably going to be extended, I think, until August, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of money moving around right now, but are you investing it properly? You know what I'm saying? This money, some of this money you've never seen or thought of having that amount at one time. And there's also a whole thing with the kids too, like they're getting credits and stuff like that for instead of trying to let you get it back in your refund, you're gonna be getting it. Hopefully, I mean during the package that was just signed, you're supposed to be getting it in this package, but they're trying to make it like a long-term thing where you get a constant monthly credit. For your the amount of children you have that you in your that you're claiming. So, are you taking this opportunity and doing the right thing with it? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking what sometimes would seem to be almost like a blessing in some people's cases because they wouldn't have gotten this money any other way? Are you going to take it and do the right thing? Are you going to go to Applebee's? Or are you going to invest in Apple? You know what I'm saying? Like which one? Which one are you going to do?
So let's talk about because we're talking about the game of investing yourself. I'm thinking about the power of believing, but they're talking about the money side of it because we never talk about. Let's break it down to a little bit lower denomination as far as with money. Sometimes people only see it as dollars and cents, but they never see it on the energetic level. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
this thing is moving by itself. But you know what I mean? So let's break it down. I think a lot of times when we think about money, we never think about it that it's energy in motion, but it needs a destination and an assignment. Let me say that again. It's energy in motion, but it needs a destination and assignment. Well, what does this have to do with the game of investing yourself? If, like Jono said earlier this week, if you don't assign your savings account, that energy, that money will go where? Anywhere it wants to go.
Especially something unexpected.
Correct.
Because it's like the world's still going to move whether you plan on it or not. And sometimes if you designate the direction that your money goes, the reason why you would not put it toward an emergency or even the emergency itself being created in the first place is going to get eliminated. Okay. I'm not saying that emergencies don't happen. You should definitely have, your slush fund for emergency situations, but your savings, sometimes we take it for granted because we start saying, okay, some people are just real good at saving. They're going to put the money away anyway, don't have no reason to waste their money. But if something comes up, that cushion was really like a It was not, like I said, because it wasn't designated. You may have no good reason to pull it out, or you would never know whether pulling it out was the right decision. So what we have to do is kind of when we talk about naming it, you're really putting it in its place so that it has the determination that you want to put toward it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily have to get spent on that particular item, but the way you name it may be just the fact that it's for a certain day in the future, or a certain time in the future, or for a certain level that you're going to be on. Like, okay, well, I'm going to use, when I get to this certain, salary level, I'm going to use my savings to now invest in this particular area. And then that savings goal and then take you there at the same time your salary got you there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So say I'll give you an example. I hope I'm not just talking facetiously. I want to give you a real example. Okay. So say you make $45,000 a year, then you are in a promotional or career goal to go to 90,000, and at 90,000, your monthly income will have enough to pay for a house. So
Right.
what you would do is line up your savings to line up with the time you're about to buy that house, so that you're not stuck trying to start saving for it once you get the salary. You see what I'm saying? All your goals will be lined up with your savings. You see what I'm saying? The same thing with buying a car. You know that you can make the affordable payment, but you may need that down payment. Sometimes a nice car, they want like $45, $50, $500 down. In some cases, you see $7,500 down for a nice car. That $7,500, you have to save that money up in a separate account to make sure you have that, and when it lines up with the way you put your credit in the right place to get the approval for that car, as well as your finances to pay the monthly payments. So you line up your savings, speak to it, even if you have to open separate accounts, like I said. And some bank accounts allow you to have sub designations in them. I think that's pretty cool, but not all banks do that.
Right.
You may have to physically open up another account where you can transfer money in and out. Open up 2 to 3 savings accounts in the same bank, and then just put your money in the right pot for the right thing. If you don't have a bank account and you're cash only, you don't believe in the banking system, go get yourself a jar, go get yourself some kind of, money envelope, and just make sure it's a money envelope. Don't make it cheap. Make it a nice bag. Put the money in there and basically call it something. And when you get to your goal, do what you promised that you would do with it, because that's how you train the mind to constantly win, constantly succeed. Keep your promises to yourself.
Resonating hard. I even asked the question, you already answered it. Say resonating hard, crystal clear. See, this is the game of investing in yourself, especially as this is recharging manhood. This is definitely the part that you really need to get. How about online banking? What were your thoughts on that? So I do online, and I have I have 3 bank accounts, believe it or not. And I have 2 credit unions. I have Navy Federal, my local one, and I have one called Oxygen. This is online banking. I have no problems with it. I put money in different places for a reason. It's for to segment it in my mind to do, like you said, to do certain things. So I have certain money pays the main bills. The next money pays for this, or the money from YouTube goes over here. So they're not together kissing each other.
Yeah. And it helps you see it better too, because sometimes if you got it in your general checking account, things are running in and out of there all the time. Especially the people that insist on taking your stuff automatically, like Netflix and I don't know. I have a lot of DJ record pool subscriptions. I got at least 3 of them, and they pull money at different times of the month. So you want to keep enough in your general check-in to handle those items. You get your monthly budget, throw everything that's automatic in one place. I was just talking to my wife about that the other day. We want to put all the automatic stuff in one place so we can track it, and it's never ever a situation where it takes money out from, say, what we want to pay for groceries. You see what I'm saying? Groceries is something you choose, so it's not going to come out automatically. So that's being a separate place that you choose to spend that money. Okay, then your bills have to be in a place where you know how much they are. I have a spreadsheet where I manage all my bills. I know what day I'm going to pay what. with what payment that comes in. And what happens is I have a list of things and I knock them all out until the end of the month. And then the next month starts over, like yesterday was April 1st, start all over, new month. What am I going to pay? Line them up. Because what I used to do in the past, I used to just wait till I'm just being completely honest with you. I was not good at this. I would just wait till stuff got shut off. And then you got to pay double because you can't pay just the 1 month you owed. You paid whatever you left it doing. And it was a big problem for me. So, but when you have it written down, even your bills you have to write out. You have to name your bills in the amounts. I put it on a spreadsheet so I can calculate easily. I'm good at Excel, and I make sure that I have all the stuff listed. And like I said, there's checkoffs for what I did, what I didn't do, and it's been keeping me pretty well aligned over the last few years. And it's because you don't want to get that shut off notice. You don't want the guy knocking on your door saying they got to shut off your electricity. You don't want you be on the phone with somebody, all of a sudden, I got disconnected, and all of a sudden, I mean, you know how embarrassing that is, especially for somebody in their late 30s, early 40s, going in their 50s. Your stuff shouldn't be cutting off. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I've been there. I'm being honest with you right now. I've been there. Yeah. I was irresponsible. I did not care. Because I felt like, I got the money. I'll pay it, whenever it comes up, I'll pay it. Then when the money runs out and then you don't have it, I mean, one time the electric bill ran up to $3,000, and I didn't have the money, and that was a very scary situation because I was sitting like, what? I don't got no electricity. The food's gonna go bad in the refrigerator. I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? Like, it all perpetuated, and I started looking at all my bank fees. The bank fees was eating up all the money. All the bad habits of not paying attention to the way you put gratuity on things, and that ate up more money, and it just takes away from your balance. And then say your money changes sometimes. Like me, I'm a contractor, so my money's constantly changing. So you have to make adjustments to your budget to meet that change. You know what I'm saying? Cut down on certain things. Don't spend the same money when your contracts get shortened up. You got to shorten up your bills. You got to go and make that phone call to the insurance company. Hey, how can I cut down certain coverages, whatever, to make sure I'm still protected, but still, saving the most money possible? Call up the cell phone company. What's the best plan you got running on this month? Okay. Or I'm going to the next phone company. You know what I'm saying? Right. You don't want to lose you. We'll keep you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you don't need the HD Netflix plan this month. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to slim it down to, 1080p. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what level you need to work with, but don't go outside your means, because if you do, you're just going to build up a perpetual problem, and then it will end in threatening notices and loss of service. And that's what we're saying. If you budget even your bills, what you will see is what you have left over. And what I do is I don't even think about eating out, like takeout and doing the entertainment stuff until I see what's left, because I can honestly make an assessment of what is left over by looking at the bill list first.
That's good. That's good right there. That's good. I hope you guys getting always, you guys are getting some good wisdom here, because what does this have to do with the game? The thinking class is about the game. Strategies to invest in yourself. You guys got to get what's being said here. Always cutting expenses when it's possible, right? Your guys are getting it. The reason why we're emphasizing this, because it's good for us and it's good for you to get, because when you have strategies to manage your money is not going to manage you.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to myself even right now. Yeah, so you got to manage your money. That's why I said I have 3 bank accounts. I have 3 savings accounts. You have 3 savings accounts. And I had to move, when we talked about the designated money for something, it's funny, the day before I already designated a certain amount for a particular item. You know what item it is? You know right now. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Let me tell you what it is. Let me put it in the bat chat room. The bat chat room. Where is it at? Oh, private chat. Let me put it right here. This bet not go on the regular one. Okay.
Oh, oh, okay.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Already did it. Whether this happens or not.
That's a very important thing. Let's just say it like this: if you don't put some money towards your future, you're not going to have a future.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't name your future will be whatever. It's like you're like a like a tree in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever way the wind's gonna blow is gonna knock whatever leaves off of you, and whatever rain comes is gonna hit you and help you grow. You're literally susceptible to whatever the earth elements will hit you with if you don't plan. Why don't you become a planner? And in being a planner, you will know how to change the weather, how to plant yourself in the right place to get the most sun, how to plant yourself in the right place to get the most nourishment from the earth. You can do it. We're the most intelligent being on this planet, which means you have the ability. Why are you waiting for something to happen to you? You should be making it happen. And that way, there's no room for something to happen to you. You get it? Whatever's unorganized in your life, even if you can't organize it, what you got to do is focusing on the organized parts. And what happens is if you start just working with the organized parts, the unorganized parts will have no place in your mind. They can't even fit. And I'm not saying ignore your problems. What I'm saying is focus on the organized areas, the things you can do. Okay? You're not good at cleaning up, a certain type of way. Well, just start not messing up. How about that? If you stop messing up, then there's no reason for you to do deep cleaning. All you will have to do is just straighten up. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes down to the deep cleaning, you'll be at a position where it won't be so hard. I mean, I know I could be cluttered, messy, whatever. I could do all that stuff. But what I make a routine of myself to just pick up every hour, just pick up. So I don't have to think about doing this big thing. I do mailings every month. I got boxes, cardboard boxes all over the place. I got paper all over the place, stuff that's like not bad prints and stuff like that. I had to get into the routine. Listen, at the end of the job, break up the boxes, get them for the recycle day. You know what I'm saying? In my head, it's like, listen, my goal is to get it done for that point because I don't want the stuff sitting around another week after recycle. You know what I'm saying? And I know it sounds like a petty thing, but if you just get your mind in the organized side of things, the routine will be so easy.
That's it.
And do that in your savings. Do that when it comes to if you have any money left over, and that's the thing. Some people think, it's kind of crazy that you get paid on a Friday, and then all the fun stuff happens Friday night to Sunday, and then on Monday morning you're looking at your stuff like, what did I do with my money? Okay, I was out yesterday trying to put some new opportunities into place, and I had a friend come over from New York to help me out because I knew his personality. You know who I'm talking about, right,
yeah,
Ripper?
Yeah.
He came through to help me out. I needed a personality on top of me doing the technical stuff. And, he just did his job. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, to me, even though it looked like it was fun, it was an investment. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in my future. And I'm trying to lay down some ground rules so that I'm not going to be in a position where that time would be used to spend money. It'd be used to make money. You get what I'm saying? Everybody else in the same place that we were at was spending money.
Y'all were making money.
I was making money. He was making money. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, we had to put some money in, but the money that we get returned is going to come back multiplied. So even when you hang out at a club, and I'm talking about the alcohol could be flowing and everything, you know what I'm saying? I could have deal with a guy, free drinks all night and pay. You see what I'm saying? And exposure. That's what I wanted. I wanted some exposure. And that's the whole that was the whole point of going through that motion. Yeah, it costs some money, but that's my future. Your future does cost money. If you think your future is free, you're gonna get whatever the universe throws at you. Could be anything. Could be anything.
How did you turn it around? Did it come from within, or you had mentors changing your habits? Just curious. Good
You know,
question.
yeah, you can start with that one.
I think it's a combination of both. So I believe it or not, I read a lot. Well, now my reading has sort of tapered off, but I watch a lot of videos, and then do I did have mentors that were in place who did help me. Along with that, it was a combination of the mentors and what was going on inside. So it did come from within. So I had to marry the two, the information from the mentor and what I sensed from within, and marry the two so that I can get what I to make the turnaround of the change in that habit. So it's a married of the two, the mentors and listening to within for that information.
I say for me, it was, I like a lot of the similar things, but you guys look at it from a lot of the people that consider mentors for me were asking me for help, right? Right. So if that for me, I felt like I knew a lot, and I don't think that was should have been. That's where I made the mistake. I thought that because people were coming to me for help, I didn't have to have good habits. You see what I'm saying? And I started seeing my habits getting me in trouble. That's what made me turn it around. My habits posed a problem, and the more I eliminate my bad habit, my problems stop occurring. Okay, I haven't had I haven't had anybody come to my house shut off my electricity in probably like what, maybe 6-7 years now. And if it ever was an issue, I already had a resolution already in place before it ever was imminent. And that's the thing. You got to make sure you don't put yourself in a position where your problems put you in a imminent emergency, because you may not be able to afford it. And that's the thing. I could not afford these emergencies. They were costing me in late fees. They were costing me in bank fees. And I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say this. One month I paid almost $6,000 in bank fees 1 month. And I said, you know, that could have been $6,000 going toward the problem. This was helping to perpetuate the problem. And that's what I was telling people. Like, overdraft is a big problem on an account. You should not allow overdraft, because overdraft is like a fake credit system. Okay, even if your bank allows it, keep money in the account, because when it goes down to zero, even if you have overdraft, they still charge you a daily rate for using the overdraft, and a credit rate as well. It's a fake system. Do not
get your money.
Exactly. They want to take. Yeah, you won't pay the $35 for the bounce check fee, but they're going to make you pay $10 a day, and the interest rate for the amount you're using in the negative. That's not a real account. That's why there's so many new accounts like Chime and all those people, because they don't offer those features. It's just an electronic banking account, and they just won't let you spend past zero.
Right.
They just don't allow it. But these big banks, Bank of America, Chase, everybody's got a feature that's similar to the other. But basically, when you run over, you're going to pay a huge over the limit, you don't have negative balance. It's called overdraft. You're going to pay a big fee for that, or they have a way for overdraft protection that takes even more of your money. No, you keep at least $100 in there for things you don't remember about your automatic payments, or put enough in there to keep things going. Okay. If you're not good at automatic payments, that's when you throw stuff on a credit card and then pay that off immediately. Don't let it carry any balances on monthly items when it comes to credit cards.
Right.
Because
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying because that's the reason why it exists, is to make you pay more for what you feel like you're irresponsible for. And I'm telling you, I was not the best person at it. I'm not best at it now, but I understand the problem. I understand where you could fall short. I think last year I probably paid maybe the whole year, maybe $100, $200 in bank fees. This year, a little bit more challenging, but I'm still conscious and aware of where my spending is, and I don't go over. It's just you can't. It's so hard to come back. You should not go over.
Definitely. What's going on, Alpha Kingdom? So we're talking about today, the thinking class. We're talking about the game of investing yourself when we're talking about money. I think a lot of times guys don't know the importance of handling and managing their money, and it is free fall, and don't are not responsible with it, and I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. Or they spend so much money on the dates.
Oh yeah.
Date over here, date this one, date, and then they come back and they're living in a cardboard box in the mother's basement. So it's so important. I think it's so important, guys, really get that side of it, because it's not really talked about in the Men of Spirit a lot. We're talking about how can I get the acquisition, but we're not talking about how can we be better at managing our money, because that's an investment in ourselves too. What you got to say about that, Alpha Kingdom?
I'm the type of person I reward. I put myself in the reward system, so I reward myself certain things when I accomplish certain things, and I take away like right now. I haven't officially started, but I was thinking of the idea last night, and I've done this before, but just like so last night I was thinking to myself, all right, you know, I'm my birthday coming up. I'm old, and I want to be in the best shape of my life. So I was going to do like a month mode for working out. So basically, what that would be is like I won't cut my beard or my hair until I get to a certain weight or a certain look. Like I've done this before. I've lost like 50, 60 pounds multiple times. So I'll do that. So since I like the way I look and stuff, I'll take away. So I know that. So it's like I'm gonna look scruffy. So it could be 1 month, it could be 6 months. I literally won't cut my hair until I get the body the way that I envision it. Stuff like that. So I put myself on a reward system. Like for instance, so just something that I didn't actually do this, but I could incorporate this. Let's say like I want to put a book out on my birthday, which is in May. So I can tell myself if I get finish this book and publish it by my birthday, then I will take myself on a trip. That's how I do stuff. That's how I do everything. There isn't a decision that I don't make that I don't play that game with myself. I'm giving y'all a real game. I should charge to tell you that. Seriously.
We actually did approach that, in a previous broadcast, and rewarding yourself is more important than actually the goal itself sometimes, because the goal of getting somewhere is not supposed to just be at a plateau and then you start over with this like ongoing routine. It's supposed to have it's like this payment back to you. You see what I'm saying? It's like it has to have, if you put out all this effort and you got to the goal, it's got to have something that looks back at you and says thank you. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't do that, you won't ever think that you deserve it. A lot of people don't know they deserve to be happy. They deserve to have the happiness behind the work they do. And that goal that you set for yourself, what you do, which I like, is you're challenging yourself. You're saying, listen, I got to cut my hair at some point. I got to cut my hair and my beard at some point. So let's get this goal met so that I can go and do what I'm supposed to do already. You challenge yourself, and then you love to meet the challenge.
And men grow through challenges. So that's the biggest thing right here. So if this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room. This what we're talking about is resonating with you. Dude, I don't know what the hell was going on in your chat room, dude.
You see, you know what's funny is some people are used to that. So it happens so few in between that it's almost like, what the hell happened? Very odd.
Who is JB? Salute to you, Jono. Salute to Resonates. Salute to the panel. We're getting into it, right? So I want you guys to really, if it resonates with you, let me know in the chat room, because you think this is not part of the game, but this is part of the game. I knew a guy, Jono, when we were in Atlanta, I don't know if you remember the suit guy. Remember the suit guy?
I think vaguely. Yeah, well, you tell a story.
So it's a guy, the suit guy, used to get suits for, and he would come to the hotel, and he would have suits for us to try out and things like that. And he said he spent so much money when he lived down in Atlanta on dates that it didn't even make sense anymore. And he spent so much money on dates, going here, going there, going here, going there, but he had no reward, but just going on a date. It was the financial, how much he was spending on the dates didn't reap a reward. So that's the reason why I'm saying something now about the thinking about investing in yourself and about the money side of it. You got to think, is this a good investment even going on a date? Because some guys want the thrill of just going on a date so they can say they was with a pretty girl and they can show up on the gram, hey, I was with so-and-so on this, but they have no return on investment. And return on investment is not what's between their legs.
It could be any type of, for lack of a better word, stimulation. Like you can stimulate your mind, you can stimulate your emotions, stimulate, or invigorate your ability to have a purpose for going forward, even with meeting this person again. You see what I'm saying? That is the investment in that situation. We're using financial terms for a relationship type situation, but it actually fits. Okay, you don't have to get what you think out, which is that physical reaction. That's not the payoff. You know what I'm saying? That is literally the effects. And if you look at it the proper way, then you won't have these like terrible expectations of a situation.
Yeah, and the dude wasting so much money, man. He was complaining to the mentor about it, and he just looked at him like, you know that look like.
Yeah, like you get it to the suit thing, but you definitely need some work on this other thing.
Yeah, because he was wasting his money. And in Atlanta, it's easy to do. Well, anywhere, but it was easy to do down in Atlanta because you want to go to Ruth Chris, I think was the place to go back then. Ruth Chris, or you want to go to this restaurant, that restaurant, and he missed out.
Yeah, everybody's focus is different. I think people need to like kind of get a more well-rounded look. That's why you come to the thinking class, to hear everybody's perspective. Everybody's focus is different. Everybody's priorities are different. And you see what you're missing when you think about what you think about first. Look at what other people consider in their list of priorities, and you'll see there's a big difference between everybody. And the things that you leave or don't pay attention to or ignore, those are the things that come back and bite you in the behind sometimes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, check this out. I don't know if you've seen it when you came in, but here you go. Look at this. New thinking class. I'm going to have to create my own timer.
Oh, that's tight.
Do it, man.
What did it start at?
It started that time, 4:37. So I can change it anytime I want to.
That's done.
So it's funny, we be having sidebar conversations inside of the conversation and talking about stuff like what y'all talking about. I think that was what's gonna call it, man.
How he would have brother. That you know how long he would have had to pretend to be somebody else. Like I've seen that name for a long time.
Yeah,
Maybe somebody he knows.
Yeah, dude probably made a video. I don't know. I can't. You know what? I'm not even going to even play with y'all. Like I got to answer because I don't. I was. If you see my reaction, I was generally shocked. So I can't even tell y'all why. I was shocked myself.
I like to reward myself with a new fragrance, which in turn gives me return on investments socially. I like being social and all comes together. Yet I am doing it to reward myself first. Great way to do it.
That is like literally a summary of everything we just talked about. Everything that I purchase, you know that already. Yeah, you know, you're learning about me, Alfie, right? Everything I buy has to do with what I'm going to do with it to bring more return back to me at some point. Everything, whether it's business, personal, everything, whatever I buy, I'm buying it for a circular return to end up coming back to me. So the reward is really the reinvestment. You see what I'm saying? The reinvestment in myself.
So let me say something about, because I think a lot of times guys miss this point about money, and something I had to learn, still learning, and that is the money is always moving, whether you like it or not. So it's always You give, and you receive. You give and you receive. Money is always what? Moving. What happens is we try to stagnate money and try to hold on to it instead of circulating. One thing I know that Alfie do, and one thing I know that John will do, because I know them personally, they have no problem giving. But also, too, they have no problem receiving. Why is that? Because they understand the cycle of how money moves. And when you understand how the cycle of how money moves, is ebbs and flow. You got to know how to give. You got to know how to receive, because sometimes you may have a hard time receiving, but you might be a giver, or you might have a hard time giving, but you love to receive. But you got to complete the full circle of how what money circulates. That's why I personally don't say I spend money. I personally say I circulate money. Why do I say I circulate money? Because I'm expecting a return of what I gave out. You got to learn the power of learning that money circulates. It doesn't stay in one. The thing of it is, we think it stay in one place and that's it. No, it's circulating, and money is looking for you more. What did we say the other day? Money wants you more than you want it. If you believe that, money is looking for you more than it wants. Money is looking for you more than you are wanting it. You got to understand the power of that. So money circulates, right? Circulating money. We were in Vegas. We were circulating money. When the three of us, myself, Alfie, Ed, McCain, circulating money. They were doing like this, though. I couldn't keep up, so I didn't do it. I didn't participate. It flows. There you go. It flows. For every dollar I spend, it comes back multiplied. I heard this. Right. Now you guys are getting it. That's why I built my own PCs. Also why my upcoming project is going to include teaching others how to do it too. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, facts, LDI. See, you, McCain, this is all I got to do. Hey, man, you know how to roll that up. So money circulates. When you realize that money, I was saying that money circulates. And one thing I was saying about you and Alpha is that you guys are givers, but you also are receivers.
Yeah. You got to watch for it. It's
Right.
like you almost got to open your eyes to it and pay attention to where it's supposed to come back from. It's not always supposed to come back from the same place that you put it out from. I'm not afraid to push things in your direction and see it come back from another place. And I know that a lot of people that think that way, where it's supposed to come back from the same place, they are stuck in a mental loop because they got it wrong. Not every investment you put out is supposed to come back from the same exact place you put it into.
Let me say something too. This is, and I watched both of them do it. I can say with my own two eyes, I've seen this. Let the music get up for a minute. You cannot be afraid to invest in your brothers. You cannot be afraid to invest in your brothers. You cannot be afraid to invest in their dreams, invest in what they're doing, their services. I'm guilty. But you got to know the power of who's with you and what they have to offer. You got to know the power of investing in somebody else's service. We got to stop this 5-finger discount that we always want from everybody else. Everything is not a 5-figure discount. You have to say, bro, yo, man, I see what you're doing. Let me throw something your way.
You might think this is crazy. You know, I'm a technician as well. I work on computers as well. And when in a very, very early age, I had a client of mine that said, hey, could you come over and help me fix my computer? I did that, right? Went over, happened to find out that Dell had to get involved. So I got on the phone with Dell. This person was not technical savvy at all. Got on the phone with Dell. Back in the day, they had like really terrible customer service. So you'd be on hold 45 minutes waiting for them to get on the phone, and then all of a sudden we got on there and worked out the problem. This lady said to me, "Yo, they'll fix the problem, not you, so I don't have to pay you." And I was like, "Excuse me?" In my head, it was more so a lesson because I didn't put my terms and agreement out there first. I didn't give her all this upfront stuff that everybody should do. I learned a very important lesson. I don't take on clients anymore that don't respect my time. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know that my time is worth something, then we don't have a conversation at all. Okay? You have to understand my time is worth something. The years I put into it to get to your 15-minute solution is something that has to be compensated for. And what I have learned is that I don't even give my clients anymore a dollar figure anymore. They already know my time is worth it. Just pay me. That's what I get right now from every person I deal with. Get to the point where these people are respecting your time and don't waste it. Because that to me is even more valuable than what you do with the invested money. And for me, I have to have a platform where I can support the people that I'm doing things with that actually pulls a real return. I am no longer in a mode where I will just accept any old thing. We just won't have a deal. We won't have a deal at all. Listen, don't call me. Don't deal with me. If you can't pay this, then that's it. And I understand struggling times, pandemic, everything, that all it has its own taken in consideration. I never put anybody on the back burner for anything like that. But for a true definition of relationship with client and contractor, you gotta have established boundaries, and that includes your compensation. You have to know your worth.
I know you got something to say about that, Alfred. No, you do.
I do. I'm just kind of chilling. Let me see. There's a book called shit. I'm worth a lot, bro. I mean, I said it last night, man. And if I can bottle up the confidence that I have and sell it, I'd be rich. You know. instead of saying, man, why is Afi so quiet? He be quiet. He always talking and gloating. You need to figure out how you can feel the same way, and then you won't be complaining about it. You complain about it because you're not relating, and that's okay. Just work on how to get there, instead of working on all the time, working on obtaining tangible stuff. Work on feelings. Work on, you're not happy. Figure out doing different things to get happy. If you feel like you're lacking something spiritually, then figure out something to pray on. You know what I mean? Whatever your issue is, don't complain. Figure out a way to fix it. There's a solution for every single thing.
Very true. But there's something I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this. Probably be a little bonus. We didn't talk about the game of investing yourself, investing in emotional intelligence. I did take a class a little bit on that at work. Emotional intelligence. Let me say that again. We talked about money, so let's sort of guide into it because it is Friday. Emotional intelligence. That's what Alfie was just capsulating right there. Have you invested in your emotional intelligence? Because some people are grown as hell, but they're big, like little boys walking around because their emotions have not been mature enough to handle the situation that they're in or the people that they're dealing with. It was
they got the number, they got the age number, but their mentality or their emotional growth has only gotten to the age of 5.
So
that's pretty much what you're saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their emotional intelligence has not caught up to their age. So they do things like a little kid because they can't get their way. They respond to things not like a man, but like a little boy. And we're talking to the women too. Some of y'all women do this emotional intelligence. Can you really read the situation and your emotions not get out of check? Emotional intelligence.
You know what I find is sad? That a lot of us don't get that maturity until you get to 40. But guess what, bro? You've been adult for 20 years already. What did you wait so long to decide that you were gonna grow up? Why? Why did you wait so long? I got plenty of people on my feed. They all happy they got their first, not forget about the house. They got their first car that they paid for themselves and got out of their mother's insurance. In the last, like, bro, you 35. You should have been doing that. You should be a pro now. You should have been buying, vehicles all different ways. Now, I'm not talking about circumstance that keep you down. No, your confidence and your ability to create is supposed to push you forward. You're supposed to want these things in your life early so that you can get the examples down. And then when it's time to show somebody else, you could do it. At 35, 40, you should be having it down so well that anybody in their 20s, they could come to you and say, hey, this is how you do this, bro. Okay, this is how you do it. No, you buying your first thing with your credit at 35? You're going to be 50, 55, 60, near retirement age before you get good at anything.
It's a book, see? There's a book on that too. What we think we become is. I'm very curious, a curious individual. I like that, CJ, definitely. So we got to get emotional intelligence. You need to invest in your emotional intelligence. That's why we have the thinking class. Why we have the thinking class? So you can invest in your emotional intelligence. Why do I come on after Alfie? Boom, it's a reason. You get a dose of Alfie, then you come to the thinking class. Boom, it's the perfect combination. It is not, it was by design.
It's like TGI Fridays. Remember the lineup and shit? That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. TGI Friday. That's the reason why it's set up like that. Because we want to build your emotional intelligence. Why do you think Jono's here? To get your emotional intelligence up. That's why we don't have bullcrap in the chat room. Because what? Emotional intelligence, and you will be carried out. I gotta understand.
There's no room for it. There's no room for the BS. Seriously, we don't have time for it, and there's no room for it. We get a lot done in an hour, right? Why are we gonna spend time on BS, right? Can't do it. There's no room for it. So that's why we can't stand it.
There you go. You're using my words. Expand your mental palate. I love it. I need some caviar and some Dom Perignon right now when you say that. And from last night. You had to see last night because I made this reference.
The video, I took it off now. I hope y'all watched it. And I ain't gonna put that on Patreon until Monday. I already did my Patreon video for the day. I didn't drop until Monday.
Nothing but intellects on this platform. Right.
LDA, side note, bro. We really got to do this meetup, bro. I think it's gonna be good, bro. Just the energy, and then I feel like it may take till year 3, but by the 3rd year, it'll be big.
Somebody doing the meetup?
Yep. Like, just think, bro. Like, I mean, obviously, we can brand and other people. We can speak for other people's stuff, because that's what we do. But just imagine, like we in Vegas, and we just got 100 live people, bro. Like, it don't take. And the reason why I'm just mentioning it is because, quarantine happened last year. We did that, but the issue, it could have been done, but I was talking myself out of it because I was thinking, man, what if we all go to Vegas and only like 5 people show up? It's all about perception and how you think of stuff. Because that was having me talk me out of the idea, and I'd be thinking, man, that's embarrassing, or that's Boosie. But then now I had to think about it, like, well, shit. If we get 5 people, then we just gonna be kicking it hella hard.
That actually increases opportunities of what can get done.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm
just
not
like,
saying, and we don't.
bro, just think, bro, in like 3 years, dude, we can get 100 people on the cruise ship. You know how popping that's gonna be?
Wow.
Because once the cats see it, once they see the footage, they're gonna want to be a part of the next one. And then the cruise is easy for everybody. So we got 100 cats. We taking over restaurants in there. When we go to the club, we taking over literally every single thing. When if we do it in Jamaica and we going zip lining, well, we going 100 deep. Oh man, it's like we're literally taking over. And the thing about it is when we rolling that deep, other people from the outside are gonna be looking, wow, what is that? And they gonna want to join too. That's how movements start.
What that sound like? That sound familiar, Jano?
Absolutely.
Sounds very familiar, don't it?
Very familiar.
There's a reason why we'll talk offline about why it sounds familiar.
We have a little experience in that.
I'm thinking about what's the place?
I don't even know what y'all talking about. I just got off my show and came on here.
It's funny, but it's about 10 years. I think Zoe, she's 13. So this is about 13 years ago. You know who Zoe is? Zoe, Thomasina's daughter.
Okay.
She's 13, so that's how long ago it was.
Mm.
So I'm thinking about we was in what's it? Not Times Square. What's the other place down there? Grand Central Station.
Hold on real quick. Stop the press. I am not copying off Donovan Sharp either. I told y'all I wanted to do this already because of quarantine. So, Donovan Sharp got his stuff. You didn't. No. He got the men's in power. I want to throw the players cruise. Two totally different things. And the first one was supposed to be last summer before quarantine. So none of you come to my channel talk about, you see Donovan Sharp. No. I'm bringing back the players picnic and the players cruise like the Mac. That is not the same thing as what he's doing. And that's no disrespect to him because I want to speak. I want to go and speak at it. But what I'm just saying is the vibe that I'm talking about isn't the whatever it is, self-empowered move. My shit is not self-empowered movement. My shit is players cruise. Two different things. Players cruise and personal speaking engagement. It isn't that. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm saying like I didn't get that idea from him. This was supposed to happen last year.
It's crazy how we have to go on defensive because we come up with good ideas. You know what I'm saying? You come up with good ideas, and so what if it happens to have some similarity to something? All of a sudden, you want to now tag somebody else's name in it and act like it's somebody else's. That's not true.
Yeah,
some of these ideas are good ideas. Why do you think the cruise exists? Why do you think going to a park exists?
We getting drunk and we smashing and we talking and we making talk. See, that's not the show. This is the players cruise. And y'all just gonna get a motivation speaking engagement, and then after that, we kicking it.
Well, we're gonna kick out. You can do all that. I ain't gonna be doing all that.
Yeah.
But I'm kicking it though.
I'm not telling anybody I'm kicking it.
You say what?
I'm gonna be on a business trip. I'm not telling anybody I'm kicking it.
Oh, inside note, I am not a clubber, so you young cats don't be trying to drag me from club to club. I'm telling y'all right now, we gonna eat and drink. Y'all go to the clubs. I'm good for one night only. Strip club, one night. Y'all want to go 3? I am not going place to. I'm telling y'all now, so don't be like, oh yeah, I'll be a player. And when we went up in Miami, he didn't even want to go to the club. Yeah, I'm saying it right now. I don't want to go to no club. That ain't fun to me.
You know where I'm going to be at.
One chick vibe with her, and then she just my vibe. I don't have to be going to all these places.
That's all I'm going to be doing is doing this. See that? Yo, go ahead, young lads. Enjoy yourself. When you come back, let me know how it went. I'm
literally
here.
Throw your money away.
Yeah, go ahead. I make sure I have the cigar. Like that's the only time you see me smoking that cigar. I go enjoy yourself, young bloods. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, matter of fact, LDA, you want to go to that? You want to go to it?
What?
It's in Vegas. It's in June.
I can't because my son is graduating.
I don't know the date, but I might just.
Yeah,
Go,
I need.
I don't know if I get a ticket. I might just go ahead because you know them cats gonna be just walking around, kicking and talking. I might just fly
Yeah,
out.
so you just ran right into him.
Right. I don't necessarily got.
Is that Donovan? Is that Coach Adams? Hi guys.
I'll fly down there to meet them and kick it. I don't have to speak.
You're gonna go to the thing, but yeah, we went all the way at the top. It's funny. Look at this. 36-20. 136 at 20. It's interesting how this works. Interesting how this works, man. I'm playing with time, man. I'm watching how time go.
Mm-hmm.
It's teaching me something. I know what it's teaching me. Expand.
Mm-hmm.
And see how if you got that man thinking like that? That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. You have to have the symbols in your life that make you think. You know.
And then the dog.
Like a tiger, right?
Oh, you got the tiger, right? You got the.
I said he came on me like a tiger, like he's my pet.
I can't bring my dog over here. She's too crazy.
I didn't even know you had a dog.
Yeah, she's 70-pound yellow lab. Her name is Molly. She's sitting right next to me every day. You never hear her.
I never hear her. I didn't know you had a dog, man. I've been knowing you for years.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that. I learned something new.
If I let her out during the broadcast, you'll hear nothing but galloping in the room. Like,
if I'm able to go, I'm going to network mostly. Yeah. Gotta go.
I'm gonna network too. Like,
Then it's gonna be tight because we can get footage and stuff. Good footage. Everybody gonna have a camera. We can get like little talking. It could be shot from like 3 or 4 different angles. So then it'll be good.
Well, with this new camera, you'll see. You can do
actually this camera that we're using right now. You can take it with us. It's all portable. You can record right on the phone or on the card built into the camera. Not just a webcam. And you can go live right there with the same quality on your phone.
They ain't ready for this. You guys got any questions here for the thinking class? We got these excellent instructors here, professors.
Only thing I want to test is StreamYard using NDI on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't want to go live from the Mevo software. I want to go live from the StreamYard using the NDI on the phone. There's a software you got to pay like $20 for the mobile app.
For the mobile app for NDI?
Yeah. The same one I showed you on the computer, you can do it on the phone, but it's like you have to use a mobile NDI app.
Okay. You guys ever do a conference? We never did a conference collectively, but we've been a part of conferences. I know I have. I've been a part of conferences. I spoke at a singles conference in New Jersey. Remember, Jono?
Mm-hmm.
Spoke at a singles conference.
Dropping you off there.
Huh?
Dropping you off there.
Yeah, it was at Newark.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a singles conference, and I spoke at different places here locally in Cleveland. So yeah, I've been a part of that. Ever hosted one? Let me tell you, so people don't talk about this. I hosted a conference. I rented the hotel. Paid for the hotel. I paid for the hotel, man.
You did one of those. You did a meeting room in the hotel.
Yeah, I did a meeting room in the hotel.
Make sure people hear that part right.
Yeah. Well, not that part. Not that part. But what I did was I did everything, but I neglected to do one thing.
What?
I didn't market. Guess who was just there? Guess who was there? Me and my sons.
Jesus.
And my girlfriend at the time. Me and my girlfriend at the time, she didn't even want to come. She's like, ain't nobody gonna show up. But
it gets intimidating, bro. When you start asking people to fly, like people will support you, cash app you, do all this stuff. But when it comes to flying out, sometimes because even my own friends who I grew up with, I can't get cats who I've known 20 years to fly out with Vegas with me. So stuff like that has me like, I don't know, but it'll be tight. But what if we do it, bro, and like 50 people come up, bro? Like that, you never know.
Yeah, that was years ago, man. I never forgot that situation. I thought I was doing. I had my suit on at my son's. I said, I want y'all to speak it to the camera. Okay. And they were little, man. I said, you know what? Lesson learned. Didn't plan properly. I utilized the money, but I learned from that lesson. But I did do it.
Sometimes half the money got to go into marketing. Sometimes
Right.
I just thought of something, bro. This is a good ass idea. You hear me?
Mhm.
So look, now that we talking, let's instead of just going for broke, let's just make it 450 people, bro. And between 5 of us, all we gotta do is sell 10 tickets a piece. Like me, you, Jono, Nelly, and who else? Somebody who else is gonna speak? Trav. If we each sell 10 tickets a piece, and now I'm not saying that you know, if you come in and it's 50 people, I said 50, and you know, if Tisha roll up and she ain't, you know, but you know what I'm saying? It actually ain't. Instead of us all just saying it, like I can announce it on my channel, you can announce it on in your channel, and we just, instead of doing it like that, let's just all be responsible. Like however we do it, I gotta sell my 10 tickets. You gotta sell your 10 tickets. You gotta sell your. Now we got 50. And if that happened fast, we can make it 20, and there go 100 right there.
Yeah, that's one way.
Yeah, that works.
Nah, that's the way. That's perfect right there. What we got?
There's multiple ways. That's a way though. I'm telling you.
Dude, 50 people is a lot of people when they stand up in front of your face.
Yeah, they better have some
When they stand up, when you stand up and you got 50 people in your face going, yeah, hell yeah, that's a feeling.
Good idea, Tisha. So do a Patreon conference series if people can't travel.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of getting all this portable camera stuff. So we have the same look everywhere we do it, and we should put it up. If it was a conference we wanted people to come out with, we should put it behind the Patreon. You're right.
And that's what I need to work on this weekend. I need to set that Patreon because we dropping too much information here. And some stuff I want to say after dark, I can't say here. I need y'all to pay for it.
It'd be hard, bro. Like I didn't even want to take the video down from last night because it was so good. But it's like, nah, bro. You gotta cash out sometimes, bro. It ain't like I'm charging $29.99. Patreon $5. Like, you know. You get to drop $5, but you get to see that and hella old shit you ain't never seen. So it's, you know.
Mandolin Bay. What you know about that, man, Jonathan W?
I like the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah. Oh boy. We might need to go back to Vegas, man. I need a Vegas trip.
Yeah, I miss that place a lot. Create a lot of value there. I've never lost in Vegas. I've broken even, and I've definitely gained, but I've never lost in Vegas.
Really?
Never lost.
Hey, Alfie, that's true. It's funny. Alfie was with my sister and I, and my sister and this other lady. They were just hitting it. Remember that, Alfie?
What's that? My bad. You hear him? What you say?
Remember we were in when we were in Vegas, and he was with my sister and myself. I think it was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were hitting like crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you guys stop.
Dogs fighting.
You hear him?
Uh-huh.
I love my dogs though, man. They bring me joy. They really do. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't think to get dogs earlier in my life, but it just happened for a reason. You know, I wish I had been though. I should have had a dog in my 20s or at least 30 or something. I shouldn't have waited till now, but whatever.
So we ain't gonna prolong the time, and we just chewing the fat right now. It's a good time to ask us some questions right quick because I got to go to the next. I got to start getting ready for a weekend.
You off today, bro, or no?
Yeah, I'm off today. Jonathan W, we still on or we not on today? Let me know, because I got some stuff I got to do. I got to go. make way, say the Lord on this good Friday. He said that rod and not
Make it even better Friday.
make way of the Lord. You know, my wrath, not my wrath, my rod and my staff is going to be a comfort. Any questions? If you guys enjoyed the show, this is like a real chill, man. I'm done. You still down? So let's do this because it is Good Friday. I'm going to because I got so much. I got a photo shoot tomorrow. I have a photo shoot tomorrow. I'm going to reschedule it to next Friday, and that gives you time to prepare so we can collaborate on exactly what you're going to talk about, and we can go from there. Think that'd be a better fit. That's a good Friday. Okay, now try to. So let's do that. Let's go for next Friday. Will be a better fit. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I got to go store. I got to do Clark Kent stuff. I'm getting amped up about hitting up my home gym. That's what I'm talking. Dude, I seen your setup. I seen your lights and everything. Well, it's a good show. I'll be with you on the next one. All right. We got to bring you up. Alfie didn't. The dogs didn't start fighting, so Alfie. Background.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually about to make me some eggs. I'm about to take and going in the kitchen. Y'all need to see all that.
Eggs. Ugh.
Hey, I'm the omelet master, bro. Undefeated. 10 out of 10 chicks say, yeah, you're the best.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, because I'm in the presentation too.
Oh, you do presentation, show them you cut up the onions and the mushrooms and the green peppers and
make
whatever else.
On the plate, then I put little fruits and little stuff like we was talking earlier. Like I'll make a chicken parfait. I won't just give her fruit. I'll put the fruit in the yogurt. I'll do it like that, man. And they'll want to take a picture of it. I'll show you a picture. And they go, man, let me show you some pictures, bro.
Thinking class, man. We about to. Dude, I see what I'm rebooting my set right now. I'm just waiting on some stuff from Amazon. I see you. You think I didn't look at your Instagram? I seen you. I seen your setup. I see them lights. I was like, oh, he don't got lights. He got lights.
Hey, you know what? I didn't even FitX Fearless his green screen good because I didn't even know he had a green screen at one point when he be talking and he be in his little. It's like an all white and his little desk and stuff. I thought that was his living room because it looked like one of the houses that he lived in Colombia. I didn't know he had a green screen until he showed it on the stories. I was like, oh, I didn't even know he had a green screen. I thought that was the house he was keeping it in.
Right. Let me end this show, man, because I got to get my clothes together. And then people are still here because we got good vibes, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, let's end it. I'm gonna put the music up. Put the thinking class up.